Well, hello everyone, and welcome to yet another edition of Uncivil Law, where we learn through the misfortunes of others. This is episode number 24 in our continuing series of Capitol rioters and what prizes they are going to win for participation in the Capitol riots. This is the cases of Dustin, Byron, Thomas, and Robert Lyon. So we're going to read about this stuff, and we are going to see what our contestants might have win as part of their game. Let's get started with this. All right. So we pick up the story with our twin miscreants. At approximately 1800 hours, that would be 6 p.m. for those of you who are not familiar, on January the 6th of 2021. The United States Capitol Police Special Agent Bank and Special Agent O'Neill observed two males sitting on the sidewalk at the northwest corner of the South Capitol Street and C Street, Southwest Washington. The two males appeared to be part of the events that had just occurred at the Capitol. So at 6 p.m., we see two males who are sitting on the street corner, and we think maybe these two people might have been involved with the events. Maybe we should go ask them some questions. That would be good. One male had a 2020 Trump flag and an orange winter cap, later identified as Robert Lyon. And the other male was one wearing a Trump 2020 winter cap and had a bulletproof vest. Those might be some subtle clues. So, while we don't want to stereotype people, and we don't want to assume that people wearing particular kinds of clothing are necessarily engaging in any particular behavior. I've heard from my more left-leaning friends, for example, that we shouldn't stereotype, and we shouldn't make assumptions that just because people are dressed a certain way, that they are acting a certain way. That's unconscious bias. If we assume that because a person dresses a particular way or acts a particular way, we make assumptions based on that. That's just mere unconscious bias, for which we should have unconscious bias training. Now, as a conservative, I don't really believe in these concepts. I believe that we can make assumptions about what people are wearing, and we can derive reasonable assumptions about what they're doing or what they're involved in. And so this would be an example where I would disagree with my more left-leaning friends, or at least some of the more left-leaning friends who have suggested that, we shouldn't judge people based on what they're wearing. We shouldn't judge people based on their behavior. I'm like, yeah, we should. Maybe the bulletproof vest is actually a clue. Now, with all due respect to, again, some of my more left-leaning friends who have said that clothing, you shouldn't make stereotypes, you shouldn't make assumptions. I don't know, man. I'm feeling we should make assumptions. Maybe the bulletproof vest suggests that there might be something untoward about the situation. Just my thoughts as a more right-leaning guy. Maybe we should go look in this. Maybe the bulletproof vest is a problem. The Capitol Police agents initiated contact with these two men. Lyon and Thomas told the Capitol Police agents that they did not need any assistance, and they were just waiting for an Uber. Well, that's okay. We can give you a ride. The Capitol Police agents told Lyon and Thomas that they were in a secure zone and directed them to a location where they could be picked up. So it's like, okay, they're just sitting around, and we're just waiting for an Uber. It's like, well, you can't wait for them here. You can wait for them over there if you want, though. Okay. So here's where things get interesting. So we've approached these two people. We think they might be involved. They're waiting for an Uber. You can't wait here, but you can wait over there. Okay, what happened next? As Lyon and Thomas left to locate their Uber, Thomas picked up a coat rack that was behind them. Interesting. Now, I want to know, I have many questions about this. Like, what exactly was the plan here with the coat rack? How are we planning on getting the coat rack inside of an Uber? I don't know. But these two guys are taking a coat rack with them to go to the Uber. I wonder where the coat rack came from. Maybe they picked it up as a tourist transaction, a tourist item. Maybe they picked it up from the Washington Monument, because you can go to the gift shop and you can buy like little figurines of Lincoln and books about Lincoln. And also they sell coat racks at the gift shop. So maybe they got it from a gift shop at one of the many monuments nearby. They're all selling coat racks. Or maybe they got it from one of the many street vendors where you can buy food, and you can buy shirts, and you can buy hats, and also coat racks. Coat racks from the street vendors. Maybe that's where they got the coat rack from. Maybe they brought it with them from wherever they came from. Maybe not. Maybe not. The coat rack appeared to have been taken from inside the Capitol building. I guess everyone needs a memento of their day, and these guys' memento was a coat rack. A coat rack. Okay. The Capitol Police agents instructed Thomas, put the coat rack down. Thomas complied. Because Thomas was in possession of stolen property from the riots that had just occurred, the Capitol Police stopped Thomas and Lyon. Thomas then fled on foot and got away, but Lyon was cooperative and attempted to flee. This also is just like, what is the brain power of our collective friends here? Because they know with an absolute certainty the police are watching them, because, the police are there right now talking to them. They're talking to them. The police are talking to them and saying, you can't stay here. You're in a secure zone. If you want to get an Uber, you got to go stand over there. You can't stand here. And these geniuses decided what they would do is try to take along their coat rack with them in full view of the officers, who, again, they knew for a fact were watching them because they were there. That coat rack must have been real special, man. I don't think the police are going to notice us trying to take a coat rack to our Uber. They are not going to notice this. I think the police might notice the coat rack. They may have some questions regarding the coat rack that you're trying to take to your Uber. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Trying to take the coat rack. Lyons produced an Ohio driver's license. Hey, we got a new one for our map. We got an Ohio. Let me just mark that off on my map real fast here. Just mark off Ohio. I'll color that in later. But we got Ohio for my map. Check off Ohio. Lyon produced an Ohio driver's license and confirmed his residential address on the license was accurate. The agents took a picture of Lyon. So here he is. He has, that looks like a camera on a rig. It looks like a DSLR with his green scarf and orange hat. I don't know, man. I'm not really feeling the combo right there. Lyon also provided consent for the police to search his bag for stolen property. They would have searched it anyway, but still. The agents confiscated marijuana, 2 pipes, and an open bottle of bourbon from Lyon's bag. It's bourbon from the bag, but I swear it wasn't me, guys. I'm not moonlighting as Lyon. It wasn't me. It might have been bourbon. Wasn't me. Stole a coat rack. Wasn't me. All right, great. Let's read some more. Lyon told the agents that the individual he is with and that had just run away was Dustin Thomas. Lyon also showed the police his phone, which displayed Thomas's phone number, ending in 9685, as well as multiple calls between the two men. Let me show you my cell phone. Let me show you how we're in contact. Lyon also showed the agents a picture of Thomas that Lyon had taken with his camera. Here is a picture of my friend that I took with my photo. Don't you like the photo, agents? The agents recognized the man in the photo as the same man who had fled on them for moments before. Lyon stated that he and Thomas drove together in Lyon's car and stayed at a hotel in Maryland. Lyon also stated that on the 6th, they took an Uber to Capitol Hill for the rally. After the agents questioned Lyon, he was allowed to leave. Man, this is good stuff. It's like, yeah, we know who you are. We know about the coat rack. You can leave. We'll have questions. Man. On the 11th, Lyon was interviewed at his residence in Columbus, Ohio by the FBI. A wild FBI appears. When the interview took place, Lyon had not been advised of his rights because at this time he was not in arrest. So they didn't have to tell him. They just said, would you like to talk to us? And he's like, yes, please. I like talking to the Capitol Police too. And they let me go. And I was very sad. I'd like to talk to the FBI now too. So let me do that. Lyon stated that he had known Thomas for a few years and advised that they had met at a university in Ohio. Lyon confirmed Thomas's phone number and provided FBI agents with Thomas's home address. You want to go talk to my friend? No problem. Here's his phone number. Here's where he lives. Excellent. Oh, man. According to Lyon, it was Thomas's idea to travel to D.C. Lyon further advised that at some point in the rally, while the two were still in the vicinity of the Capitol, Thomas walked away. Lyon estimated it was around 4 or 4:30 p.m. Lyon stated that eventually Thomas returned. When Thomas did return, Lyon stated that he was holding a coat rack made out of wood with bronze racks. Let me describe the coat rack to you. Lyon stated that he did not ask where the rack had come from. No, because that wouldn't be a question that you would ask your friend. That wouldn't be a question that you would ask. You went with your friend to the rally, and you and your friend got separated at some point, and your friend shows up with a coat rack. Why would you ask, where did the coat rack come from? Because that's totally normal. You didn't even notice the coat rack. People have coat racks all the time. So why would you ask, where did the coat rack come from? Why would that be a question that would cross your mind? Okay. The FBI asked permission to view the messages on the phone, specifically his correspondence with Thomas. Can I see your messages on your phone? Yes, you can. Here is my phone. Let me show you the messages, FBI. See how helpful I can be? Lyon agreed and provided consent to download the images. Would you like copies? I could make sure that you have copies so that you have them as part of your collection. Upon review, the FBI noticed that Lyon had sent a message to Thomas that said, we need to get the fuck out with this trophy. Did they win a contest? Did they come like first in a foot race? Where did this trophy come from? What a strange trophy. I participated in many different kinds of contests in my time. You know, I've participated athletically, I've participated in speech contests, and I've won some trophies, but never have I ever won a trophy of a coat rack. Whatever did this coat rack come from? Lyon became visibly nervous and expressed his desire to clear up any misunderstanding and cooperate. Yeah, sorry about this text message. Let me clear that right up. Sure, give it a go. Ultimately, Lyon stated that he had not been inside the Capitol, but he believed Thomas had been inside the Capitol because Thomas later approached Lyon carrying a coat rack. That would be a reasonable deduction to draw, I suppose. So I didn't go in the Capitol, and I didn't ask where it came from, but I thought maybe he'd been in the Capitol. What do you think the probability is that Lyon entered the Capitol too? What do you think the probability is that he's lying to the FBI right now? Let's read on and find out some more. Lyon provided the FBI with consent to download from his Samsung Note 4. I like the level of specificity here. We know his cell phone choices. Upon review of the data from the phone, there was one picture and one video sent from Thomas to Lyon on January. Both messages were sent from a phone number entering in 9685, the number that was associated with Thompson. Additionally, the name below is the name of Dustin. So here is the photo, here is the thing. In the photo, Thompson is posting with the aforementioned stolen coat rack. Here he is with his flag and his coat rack. Flag in right hand, coat rack in left hand. What a productive day this has been. The timestamp for the message transmitting the video is whatever. 2 seconds into the video, Thompson passes in front of a mirror with his phone. He's documenting his day. How nice. So he's taking pictures from his phone. Maybe we should get that phone too. Here he is with his photo. Here's his phone. The man in the video is wearing the same Trump 2020 winter cap in the photo, wherein Thompson is posing with the coat rack. In the video, Thompson yells, "Woo! America, hey, this is our house." And also apparently our coat rack. The video continues for several seconds, showing a ransacked office. Lyon told the FBI that after he was questioned on the 6th, he returned to his hotel room where he found Thompson. The two drove back together to Ohio the very same day. How nice. Based on the information Lyon provided, the FBI agents were able to locate Thompson's Ohio license. Below, Lyon and another witness, who was also interviewed, identified the DMV photograph as of Thompson. The FBI has reviewed the video and footage of Thompson included above, compared those images with the driver's license, and we believe that they are one and the same. By comparing the barcode on the coat rack with an inventory of items in the Capitol building, the agents were able to confirm the coat rack did indeed come from the Capitol. In fact, we can be even more specific than that because they're barcoded. It came from room S132. That's exactly where the coat rack came from. How nice. Because they're inventoried. We can be very specific about where this coat rack came from. Room S132. Subsequent investigative efforts revealed security footage from inside the Capitol building. You don't say. In that footage, Thompson is captured entering the Capitol building. An image is below, and he's circled. There's Thompson with his talk to the hand jacket. Seriously, is that talk to the hand, or is that the murder cult from Skyrim? Because they have a very similar logo. Either way, he's got a logo with a circle and a hand. Okay. The timestamp of the video reads whatever. Thompson continues into the building, eventually walking into an office on his right. When he leaves the office, he's holding a bottle of bourbon. Did he get the bourbon from the office? I mean, it's possible. Did he? Now that's just low. That's just low. Oh, that's a dignity violation right there. I mean, stealing a coat rack, I mean, we can understand. But stealing another person's bourbon? Oh. This guy needs to fry. This is crimes against humanity. He stole the bourbon. Oh. That's a completely unacceptable. Oh, no. After 4 minutes of Thomas leaving the Capitol building, he returns with Lyon. Lyon? Wait a second. We have a picture of Thomas with Lyon in the Capitol building? How strange. Because didn't Lyon say that he didn't enter the building? I remember when he said that. He said he didn't enter the building. But here's a picture of them together inside the building. How very strange. Didn't he tell the FBI the exact opposite of that? Hmm. Hmm. This, I, I see. I think that might be a problem. I told the FBI something. That's not true. Thompson and Lyon are in the same room together, and they exit the room together. When they exit, Thomas is holding a coat rack. As depicted in the still images above, Lyon is wearing the same distinctive orange winter cap in the Capitol building security footage that he was wearing when he identified himself to the agents. It's the same clothing. Furthermore, the agents positively identified Lyon in the footage as the man they interviewed on the 6th. Same guy, and the man who identified himself and by driver's license as Lyon. Based on the foregoing, we have probable cause of the following crimes. We have trespass, we have disorderly conduct, and of course, we have theft of property. That Thomas violated 641, which makes it a crime for a person to embezzle, steal, purloin, or knowingly convert to his use without authority, sell, convey, or dispose of any record, money, or thing of value. So theft. So stealing the coat rack. And I don't see a charge for the theft of the bourbon, but I can only hope at some point that someone will testify that was my bourbon, and we'll get him for the bourbon too, man, because that's just a crime against humanity. Woof. Woof. So that brings us to the end of the discussion of Dustin Thomas and Robert Lyon. I hope you enjoyed these two twin stories of these miscreants from Ohio. We got to check off Ohio on a map. So let's let me just color this in real fast, and we'll show the updated map. There we go. We got Ohio on our map now. Doesn't it look nice with the additional color of Ohio? Yeah. Oh, and I do have one personal note, just because I thought it was interesting. There was a guy who commented on one of my videos. It was the last one we did, where I talked about the assault of the police officer with a fire extinguisher. And the guy commented on my video telling me that the story of the police officer being hit with a fire extinguisher was debunked. And if I'm reporting on it, he doesn't know how good a journalist I am or how good a lawyer. And I pointed out it wasn't debunked so much as we've actually covered that story already on the channel. It's already been one of our contestants. We saw the fire extinguisher. We read the report. So this guy's saying, oh, the story of the cop being hit with the fire extinguisher is a lie. And if you're reporting on it, you're a bad journalist and a bad lawyer. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. We read the story online. We read the FBI's affidavit. We saw the pictures of the fire extinguisher. So I think I'm a pretty decent journalist / lawyer, but whatever. Anyways, if you're enjoying these stories, please remember to give it a like. If you have not subscribed already, why not? Please hit the subscribe button. And did you know that you can join the channel for 99 cents? It's true. You can become an Uncivilian and help support the channel and help us grow. Until later, my friends, cheers and goodbye.